much you hear, but you shaking. Too much of a friend, yeah, you stuck through Nathan. Complain too much instigating, too much insinuating. You too much of an Asian. Celebrities too, heavenly bodies got you stargazing. Dilated peoples, stark amazement. Top chart chasing, your heart racing. Spellbound, too much dark sayings. Am I saying too much in my paint can graffiti art? Spraying too much to spark in the dark basement day. Breaking too much, these mods operate. Too much ego, way too much for me, yo. Not with all the fake check-ins. Either you're from the soil or you're not. And this ain't even a half. They displace you engine, replace you engine, erase you through paper. Genocide engine, land session agreements, a fake space. View engine change, dates to purposely misplace you engine. Egg shouting, tax you on your own. Land engine, you a child, not a grown woman, a grown man engine. Fact you black, you let Persia in all caps on them contracts. Legal fiction, non-living show. Damn engine, how long will you let them debase you, deface you on an engine? No one is coming to save you. A great new world awaits you, engine. They intend to continue to rape and enslave you, bound to a remix of religion. A graven image that reset the same station. They played you, engine, the same unseen hand. You just wait, can't slay you, engine. But it's the return of the ancient ones. We back. Everything they own. Hold fast, let me get that. Now with that, gift rap, not with rendering. Chit chat, shit back, go back and forth on platforms for an introspection.
You know I'm about to throw something out there, right?
Or a big back.
Come on in, have a seat.
That don't kiss back, shit sweat. We here to get our shit back. Restoration of what was overthrown. American engines, old organic gold, not provolone. Home alone, all foreigners gone. Shafati, shoot, Hebrew, Muslim, Mason, Moorish, cornerstone. Fraternal orders of Forest Rome. You know substantial foundation, flawless zone. Bottomless pit up, broken promises. Home through landlines or cordless phones. Lines lay lines, aligned with constellations. Rocks cry out till the land, till the soul is gone. And corn is grown, the war is on. Oh, much more. Show. On all farms, off the land. It includes all you corporations, all you different nationalities. Anything that isn't American engine, you can get the fuck off. We ain't playing this time. We understand exactly what y'all motherfuckers do. I'll kick you up.
Trying to copyright something people got copyright and they can use. And Gotta Beats don't belong to no Philippines, no Spanish, no nothing. Man, these motherfuckers are funny.
Warrior spirit.
Gotta Beats. Now go copyright that motherfucker.
Turtle Island. This is for my peoples. Drop. Too much debating, too much hating, too much faking, too much grand staging, too much handshaking, too much land taking, too much manipulating. Too much you hear, but you shaking. Too much of a friend, yeah, you stuck through Nathan.
Hey, you don't leave my little booties alone, man. These are my winter booties, man. These are my handcrafted winter booties, man. They can't, I gave them a little bit of crack nip. I'm gonna put in, what the other one is? You got the other one, man? Hey, boy. I'm gonna go tap out on your ass. Leave it alone. I'm gonna find another one. I gotta crawl up under the damn big ass bed. Boy, you gonna make me squabble you, man. Me ain't gonna be squabbling, cuz. He looking at the heel of my shoe. I'm taking the shoe off. I really don't like wearing shoes all through the house. I keep them on my stairs, you know? and in the front. But I had to run out, like I said, and I just came in and set up.
Purposely misplace you, engine, and shout it, tax you on your own. Land engine, you a child, not a grown woman, a grown man engine. Thank you. All caps on the contracts, legal fiction, non-living show.
His eyes are this big.
How long will you let them debase you, deface you on an engine? No one is coming to save you. A great new world awaits you, engine. They intend to continue to rape and enslave you, found in every mix of religion. And raven adversary set the same station. They played you, engine, and say
I'll open it up in a minute, all right? I know you want to jump up there. I gotta run back out, man. It sucks, but I do.
But it's the return of the ancient ones.
I gotta run back out. So, I'm gonna put on my PJs and lay down and go to sleep. I didn't even work out today. Life's just a push-up.
Shit back and forth on platforms for an itch or scratch. Rich steak for a Kit Kat or a Big Mac. Temporary get shipment that don't kiss back.
Oh, dog, man. I'm actually starting to catch a lot of sleep, but I think it's something in the air. Seriously.
All foreigners gone, sure fighting. Shoot, mush, Mason Morris, cornerstone, fraternal orders up, forest roll. You know substantial foundation, Florida zone. Bottomless pit up, broken promises, home through landlines or cordless phones. Lines like ley lines, aligned with constellations. Rocks cry out till the land, till the sword is gone and corn is grown, the war is on. My words won't.
Why is it doing this, man? What is wrong with you? There we go. Okay. Here she go. She don't even know who the fuck she is. Can't make this up. She is still trying. Are you kidding me, man?
Turn away. Too much debating, too much hating, too much faking, too much grand staging, too much handshaking, too much land taking, too much manipulating, too much you can't.
I can play our Bro Star music all day, man. I can play all of it.
Too much instigating, too much insinuating.
I was watering. You on it?
Celebrities too. These bodies got you stargazing, dilated peoples, stark amazing.
What you doing, man?
Chasing, your heart racing, what you doing? Too much dark saying, am I saying too much in my paint? Can't graffiti art, spraying too much to spark in the dark basement. They breaking too much. These moms operate too much evil, way too much video. Now with all the fake check-ins.
Keep them damn nails to yourself, boy. I'm thinking about clipping them. Nah, I can't do that. Well, you don't need it back in my leg alone.
Genocide, engine, land session, agreements, a fake space. Engine change, dates to purposely misplace you, engine. Egg shouting, tax you on your own. Land engine, you a child, not a grown woman, a grown man engine. And thank you,
where you at? I know you right under me, man. Hold on. Stay away from my weed bag.
How long will you let them debase you, deface you? And engine, no one is coming to save you. A great new world awaits you. Intend to continue to rape and enslave you.
What's it ever, man? He's going after everything. Okay, don't grab my heel, bro.
But it's the return of the ancient ones.
Damn, nails hurt, bro.
Oh,
Oh, he's under the
we
bed.
back.
He was jumping up on the bed, running on under the bed, over the bed. I don't know, man. He ain't getting no more cat there.
Shit back on platforms for an intro scratch, rich neck for a Kit Kat or a Big Mac.
What you doing?
Temporary conshipment that don't kiss back. Shit sweat. We here to get our shit back. Restoration.
You told Riggedy ass suck. I watched it. Leave mine alone.
American engines, old organic gold, I provolone. Home alone, all foreigners gone surefire. Shoot, Hebrew, Muslim, Mason, Morris, Cornerstone, fraternal
Boy, you too
orders
weird for
up
me.
in forest room. You've no substantial foundation, flawless zone. Bottomless pit up, broken promises, home through landlines or cordless phones. Lines like ley lines, aligned with constellations. Rocks cry out till the land, till the soul is gone and corn is grown, the war is on. Our swamp. Show. With all farms off the land. That includes all you corporations, all you different nationalities. Anything that isn't American engine, you need to get the fuck off. We ain't playing this time. We're gonna stay exactly what y'all motherfuckers do. I'll kick you up. Indigenous resistance. Warrior spirit. Turtle Island. This is for my peoples. Drop. Too much debate. Too much hate. Too much faking. Too much grand staging. Too much handshaking. Too much land taking. Too much manipulating. Too much you can, but you shaking. Too much of a friend, yeah, you stuck through Nathan. Complain too much instigating, too much insinuating. You too much of an Asian. Celebrities too, heavenly bodies got you stargazing. Dilated peoples, stark amazement. Top chart chasing, your heart racing. Spellbound, too much dark sayings. Am I? Sharing too much in my paint can graffiti art. Spraying too much to spark in the dark basement. They breaking too much. These mobs operate too much ego, way too much for me, yo. Now with all the fake check-ins. Either you from the soil or you're not. And this ain't even a half. They've displaced you engine, replace you engine, erase you through paper. Genocide engine, land session agreements, a fake space. View engine change, dates to purposely misplace you engine. X shouting, tax you on your own. Land engine, you a child, not a grown woman, a grown man engine. In fact, you black, you that person in old caps on them contracts. Legal fiction, non-living show. Damn, engine, how long will you let them debase you, deface you? Oh, an engine, no one is coming to save you. A great new world awaits you, engine. They intend to continue to rape and enslave you, bound to a remix of religion. A raven emissaries at the same station. They played you, engine, the same unseen hand. You just wait, can't slay you, engine. But it's the return of the ancient ones. We back. Hold fast, let me get that. Now we with that. Gift rap, not rhetoric. Chit chat, shit back and forth on platforms for an intro scratch. Rich neck for a Kit Kat or a Big Mac. Temporary conshipment that don't kiss back. Shit sweat. We here to get our shit back. Restoration of what was overthrown. American engines, old organic gold, not provolone. Home alone, all foreigners gone surefire. Shoot, Hebrew, root, mush, mason, Moorish, cornerstone, fraternal orders of harsh rule. You've no substantial foundation, flawless zone. Bottomless pit of broken promises, honed through landlines or cordless phones. Lines lay lies, aligned with constellations. Rocks cry out till the land, till the soil is grown and corn is grown. The war is on. Power is strong. Show. All foreigners off the land. That includes all you corporations, all you different nationalities. Anything that isn't American engine, need to get the fuck off. We ain't playing this time. We understand exactly what y'all motherfuckers do. I'll kick you up.
Okay, here we go. This is good, man. Okay, hey, what's going on, guys? Somebody had pointed out about looking at 85 South. I guess they had Captain Tazarak or whatever the damn ISUPK nigga who was originally born in Jersey City, lives in East Orange, New Jersey, where I used to live at. He has a thing over there in New York. I don't know if it's in Brooklyn or wherever it's at. They have a headquarters. And you know he was the Star of Ram fam, and it's not the Star of David. That's all made the fuck up. That's why I put that one post up showing you this. And then he has some woman, because you know he has a few wives, who I made him a vest. And so I went to look at it. And you know, I said, let me watch the first, get past, you know, all their rolling blunts or whatever, right? And so I had to see what he said, because they pointed out he was talking about Benjamin Franklin. What's funny is these Hebrew Israelites, these people, when they're sharing information, first of all, they don't even know what to call themselves. What he mentioned about Benjamin Franklin. Now we already know the brother who's a comedian, one of the main witch called of 85 South. He already expressed us, a lot of us not coming from some Africa. But I wanted to bring up more of Benjamin Franklin's quotes and the fact that he was not pale skin. He was not some light skin. That's a rewrite, a repainted history. It's fiction. Okay? It's going to allude to something else when this land was settled. But it's going to point out some other things. So I'm just going to read some of the stuff that he actually said, because I get tired of these people with their 1%, a half of 1% information, and the fact that they refuse to search these things out. Like I said, I've been to Germany. I got a daughter there. One of my older daughters that live in Germany. She's part German. I told you that I had a few people married to my family from Germany, and they were swarthy, dark. I actually made a post a long time ago, it's still there, with a picture of my great-great-great, and then you can see in the picture one of the Germans looking like a Negro, hell, look Mexican but black. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be in the crayon colors. The other one was actually on the other side of the wall. I didn't put that one up because there's no need to. I know my family's heritage, and that was just of the 3 out of hundreds of thousands, okay, of family members. So I want to go ahead and just read this because, you know, you can't make this stuff up, okay? You just can't make this stuff up, all right? So we're going to use Dialogue International, and this same thing has been utilized and not frowned upon, but what's cracking me up is they're still using that fake-ass picture of Benjamin Franklin. He was not some pale skin, and that is definitely not the picture that they utilized. It's definitely not Benjamin Franklin, okay? So this is around February 5th, 2008. The stuff older than that, too, and it all alludes to the same thing, even in the book. Ben Franklin are stupid, swarthy Germans. Swarthy doesn't mean lights. It doesn't mean that so-called white folks, all right? Swarthy is darker than me, people, or around my complexion. That is swarthy, just like brunette. It's just the way it is. Ruddy, that's what you look at these red and brown cows, all right? That's ruddy. I know y'all like to try and do what was programmed in you, you light-skinned folks and you ignorant Negroes, is make something that never existed. I already proved there are so-called pale skins running around, and it's not based on one drop blood bull crap, because that's the right people out who have Negro and black, and I've always identified as such during the time of the census, because those are the bloodlines that were still here, okay? And they kind of look like us. like the original Irish and Scottish, which have changed over the years. You know, marriage in the fake queens and kings, all right, who actually should all be presidents because they're part of a corporation. Okay? So immigrants to America have always been feared and hated. Germans represent the largest group of immigrants to America, outnumbering the English and Irish by a wide margin. Well, we know how they felt about the Irish when they came here. And when did they really start coming here? 19 what? No, actually 1887 to around the World's Fair time, right after the fictional Civil War. They want people to believe the Irish were fighting all through the Civil War. No, they were not. This is pure rubbish and bullshit. Otherwise, my great-great-uncles would have said so, and they said opposite of that. They wrote them in because when they came here to fight our people, coming through Ellis Island and they were giving them uniforms and said, if you want this, that, and other, you got to fight them. And a lot of them switched to our side because they were tired of the governing rule of this fake German Jewish body that was corrupting everything and perverting the world. And they had already seen the destruction over there and the role they played in it. And that's why they came on our side and ended up right beside us being called Irish niggas and everything else, just as well as the Scots, which were a handful. Not nobility. It's all fiction. Anyway, hated Germans represent the largest, because you got to think about when it says Germans represent the largest group of immigrants to America. These were the Negroes. They were being pushed out of Germany. All right? Outnumbering the English and Irish by a wide margin, nearly 20% of Americans trace their ancestors back to Germany. More than that. But they were not universally welcome to our shores. Now, that's by Louis Rambo via Matt Iglesias. Reminds us that one of our iconic founding fathers, Benjamin Franklin, Negro, I don't care how you feel, warned about German immigrants because you had to remember there was a lot of Moors, not just in Spain, but in Germany and so-called Europe, all right, overrunning America, and language that sounds very much like that of Mitt Romney. That sounds very much like that of Mitt Romney and Roland Koch. Excuse me. Franklin warned that Germans were too stupid to learn English and therefore represented a political threat to America. These are the ones they were calling Africans. Those who come hither are generally of the most ignorant, stupid sort of their own nation, and as few of the English understand the German language. But isn't that funny? World War I and II, there was a lot of Germans here, even as far as the Hitler movement, and before him. And as few of the English understand the German language, and so cannot address them either from the press or the pulpit. 'Tis almost impossible to remove any prejudice they once entertained, not being used to liberty. Because they knew that some of these people were betraying the actual indigenous, autochthonous people here, not indigenous. They once, almost impossible to remove any prejudices they once entertained, not being used to liberty, not being used to liberty. That means they didn't know what liberty was. They had been subservient. They know not how to make a modest use of it. I remember when they modestly declined intermeddling in our elections, but now they come in droves and carry all before them, except in one or two counties. Now, in short, unless the stream of their importance could be turned from this to other colonies, as you very judiciously propose, that is maritime speakeasy legalese, okay? They will soon so outnumber us that all the advantages we have will not, in my opinion, be able to preserve our language, and even our government will become precarious. It's not the English language. Benjamin Franklin, that alludes to the fact that he spoke the autochthonous name of this language. I keep telling y'all he rewrote history because one of the latter points that they put up, and I'm going to pull it up here in a minute, but I want to read a little more. The other objection that Ben Franklin had to German immigrants was their swarthy complexion, very dark, which was an affront to the purely white people who originally settled America. And when was America actually settled, y'all? after Lincoln. But everybody wants to keep making up this bullshit narrative of some Revolutionary War or the Revolutionary War in 1977. Pure bull, 1777 or 1776, the spirit of pure bullshit. When was the so-called march, the several to 12 Trail of Tears, which weren't Trail of Tears at all? I want to know, because all I ever hear all these other monkeys talking about is Trail of Tears, like this one, which was, listen to this, swarthy complexion which was an affront to the purely white people who originally settled America. Why should Pennsylvania, founded by the English, become a colony of aliens? Do we need to go back to a certain book about Europe? Who will shortly be so, I know that's conflicting, especially when I pointed out that Europa, Queen Europa, is the place that they called Africa today, and Afrique is the place they called Europe. Why should Pennsylvania, founded by the English, that's not what they were called, become a colony of aliens who will shortly be so numerous as to Germanize us instead of our Anglifying them, and will never adopt our language or customs any more than we can acquire our complexion? Let me read that again. I wonder if y'all actually can interpret actual writings. So this is real shit. This is Library of Congress, all right? Why should Pennsylvania, founded by the English, it's not what they were called, become a colony of aliens who will shortly be so numerous as to Germanize us instead of our Anglifying them, and will never adopt our language, our customs, any more than they can acquire our complexion. Complexion. Even when they say white is up front, because if you go back to the time of Franz Boas, who created these race, what year was that? So how can you put it back to, what year was that? So how can you pull it back to there when it didn't even exist? So it just dismissed Tartary, its true existence, and the destruction of it in the late 1800s and early 1900s. See, this is how they fuck up, but most of you don't know how to go and search it out. This is the hypocrisy and why they want to destroy, because this stuff has always been there, but nobody has been able to actually look at it unless they listen to black motherfuckers who are sold out, who will keep you misled. And Malcolm X said it best: if you don't want the Negro to learn anything, put it in a fucking book. Because they'll just only listen to these worthless ass fake preachers and the disobedient of these pale skins who are sitting there with a false narrative of liberalism, all right, based on a democracy that wasn't even established until the mid to late 1800s. 24, all right, which leads me to add one remark, that the number of purely white people in the world is proportionally very small. All Africa is black or tawny. Asia, chiefly tawny. America, exclusively of the newcomers, mostly tawny. God, that's all I'm going to say. That's all the fuck I'm going to read. What else do you need? And this goofy nigga on 85 South talking about Native Americans and that 12 tribe goofy bullshit. Now, I've read enough. If you go over the last 12 videos, and I've showed and I've given you the sources and references and everything else to look, to find something. One people that existed platonic in a time when there was nothing but peace before war. We're talking about before the Crimean War, the actual war, when everything else was about poisons and toxins. And certain buildings and things that being flooded out. Look around the world. Just look around the world, look at the map, and look at how many dams were built and when they were built strategically, using a real timeline, and look at the cities beneath these lakes and rivers. And then see what you can find on the written history. It has always been used the same thing. Somebody asked me about, well, in the 1800s, they had hoses. The mud floods, some of the mud floods were intentionally created in the latter parts of the 1890s and early 1900s that flooded towns and took away and broke away certain cliffs and stuff when they started restructuring and cutting through mountains to make new roadways for war. We're talking about hoses that were big, y'all, like bigger than a 4-inch hose, bro. They had to have metal stands and stuff to power blast these rocks and sediments. It could cut through rocks, y'all. We're talking about the 1800s. This is not new technology. So Benjamin Franklin was no pale skin. And every time they write, they don't think about the latter parts when they're writing to change things because it's too much. Otherwise, they have to do away with the complete history. They can't sit there and change it or they just eradicate it. So stop listening to these so-called Hebrew Israelites that run around with this damn goofy-ass symbols and call themselves a cult, whether it be a joke or laughing. They're very knowledgeable. They have information, but they misconstrue, they misinterpret, and they run amok, going blatantly by the very situation created by the enemy to say that, regardless of the knowledge that it actually comes from our people, just to put it out there in the specificality of how it was written. You cannot bring their narrative and then attempt to revert and change it if you don't know the whole walk. How can you walk a straight line if every line that you walk is based on a curve, concave, moving in different directions? How is that a straight line? I would have enjoyed sitting on there, pulling up the tablet, bringing out a few books, reading verbatim, tab everything, be ready for any damn question, and then subjugate and put them to the test. You dig what I'm saying? You can't make this up, y'all. You have individuals who are going to hold y'all back from aspiring to walk in your light. That little bit of shit right there, it keeps people in this reprobate mind. It keeps them stuck. It is not to free. It doesn't give them. It doesn't give them an air of freedom, because these people walk on this. And then when I heard him explain it, I was like, when he said, "Yeah, General Benjamin Franklin says, why make America from Germany, make it more African?" Huh? First of all, the term Africa didn't even exist then. Can anybody tell me who and when it was wrote in? Who created the 3 and then 5 races? You know, I'm serious about this, y'all. And if you're not, cool. The information is there. It's been shared over and over. They'll share this information and turn around and say some whole spoofy thing else. And you're like, wait a minute. You know, last 6 months ago, you said this. Whoa. And then, because they have an ego that they have to keep stroking, because there's all these followers and these women looking at them when they make babies with, right? What it is new information. They'll lie and disembark what may be relevant to truth and not express that you should research this information and then come to the conclusion yourself. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, you can bring 1,000 of your fake ass accounts in, man. Nobody gives a fuck about no sports. Nobody's talking about that shit. You little retard. You can't help it if you're retarded. They have platforms where people are retarded, mentally ill, and everything else who are probably intelligent, smarter than most folks. And you can go and chat on their blog. Google it or put it in YouTube search engine. They're consistent, ain't they, of stupidity. Like it's supposed to bother something and redirect. You're not redirecting or missing focus or anything. Y'all are slothful and lazy. Pathetic. Anyway, I wanted to come on for that. I'm going to go ahead and rest for a little bit. I need to go back out. I'm going to get some rest first. Give me a nice little nap in. Very well required. You know what I'm saying? Deep delusions. Jerome Nobles, don't come over here with that shit. He'll just block you and get rid of you. Don't be retarded. Do yourself a favor and actually learn something. Or don't say nothing. You notice that you have nobody listening to you because you've been blocked and you're hidden? Oh, because I get thousands of views because your goofy fake asses were trying to block it and everybody keeps hitting me up and I'm like, I don't see where your view is. And they go, oh, wow. And then they go, no, man. And then all of a sudden I find in the comment sections in the studio of comments that were hidden over here. Like, YouTube, if you're that damn dumb and you're that damn young, then if you've been mind manipulated and DNA restructured, and you think you're going to live forever? No, you're going to die. No, you're dead. You just don't know it yet. Goofy. Especially you fake ass Jew fucks. And if you're here, they're coming knock on the door and say hi. It's a door. Y'all call that a door, right? That's not what I call it. And the delusions, Omek, what's up, beloveds? They don't know what's important and what's not important. Yeah, what's happening? What's up? What's good? What's good? What's cracking? Yeah, all right. They're all white anyways. Yeah, I don't know what that is, Malik. And then you got Yasharala. Do you know what that even means? That's Hindu. Do you have any idea what that Yasharala is? You walk around with a red dot. Is that what you is, a Hindu? A hybrid? That's what a Hindu is, a hybrid. They don't even know 80 to 95% of the scrolls that are still there on their land. That's not even hidden from them. They don't even know it. You know why? Because when they sacked the land, these desert devils, these gypsies, and then they changed the dynamic and then they incorporated them into the fake British monarchy. Dummy. Yo, Anunnaki, what's up? What's going on, fam? What's happening? Debo Green, what's cracking? What's cracking? Gino, all right. I hear you. It's on the thumbnail. That's why they have a thumbnail before you come in. Yeah, we don't tolerate it. That's why this wrenches outnumber all the dummies. Yo, Warren Jefferson, whatever that shit. What's going on, beloved? Bernard Teller, what's cracking? What's cracking? Misty, how you doing? What's going on, man? They are, hey, Snoo. Boy, they are troubled. Ain't they bothered, y'all? Von what's going on? Navi, what's going on, mama? What's happening? What's going on? It's all made. Till next time, Elder. All right, beloved, for sure. I just wanted to share that, and I want y'all to look into it. I mean, y'all, what people do with Reddit and all this other stuff, they put up this little symposium of information that is meaningless, mindless, and it's not the real information. There was one individual back about 10 years ago who showed the original picture of Abe Lincoln, and they showed the fraudulent, and I was the one that told him, you need to look into this individual. This is 10, 12 years ago. No, this was before I came to Arizona. This is about 17 years ago. I think it was the last year when I was in college. I told him, look up this individual, got in the fur trade and this, that, New York, and where he came from. Okay? Because most of the pale skins started coming here after the major wars were all fought. There was no pale skins here, except for the ones who were born by us, who were here in the time before Immortal. And there weren't a lot of them. No, it was thousands, but it wasn't a lot like conceptualized today. You know how many pale skins run around who are actually black? I'm dead serious. You can say whitewashing. There was a thing that actually happened at one time, but it was unnecessary because you had enough people who would be traitorous against their own people because they felt like they were lower or they believed they were supposed to get more. And so they betrayed the true kings, the khans, and queens of old. And that's a fact. And if you're not reading those books, you're going to keep reading fake-ass King Arthur and Lancelot and all this other BS. All right? Because nobody wrote poetry or music like we did, going all the way back to, the original writers of the Three Musketeers and Othello and everything else. All of it's been whitewashed. Ain't none of y'all write nothing. You ain't done nothing. You can come over here and all you can show is exactly what you have and what you are. Talking retard. You haven't accomplished anything. You haven't done shit. Besides be a shit stain to your life and to your existence. A pure shit stain that soon will be wiped away. You can see that in the actions of your forebearers. They're all incurring increments of foolishness and fuckery. What have you done? What have you accomplished? Come on, man. Show me what you've accomplished. But being very stagnant and stupid. And then the other part, people say, well, how do you get these black motherfuckers? Well, you know, when you poison people long enough, it has an effect. If it don't kill you right out or outright, it'll catch up. You know what I'm saying? Well, then go deal with the people who shot him. Warren Jefferson, what's going on, brother? Yeah, fuck out of here, man. I don't care about your... Man, fuck out of here. You want to call it insensitive? You think I give a fuck? Tell your other brothers and yourself not to do dumb shit and you won't get shot. I don't care if that rough. It's grown folk talk. All right? Stay your little young monkey ass college or whatever the fuck, or the bot, whatever the fuck on somewhere else. I'm very nasty, motherfucker. You see the name Lucifer up there, you dumb fuck. Fake ass motherfucker. I just watched a couple of, you know, what's all up with this new thing with brothers and sisters of Kenya and everything else, always talking about African Americans. Motherfucker, there ain't no such thing. Except besides the fact that the delusional motherfuckers that run around with that goofy shit. They look, war and shit has fucked them up. One thing I tell you about when I went there, don't believe in the media. Now you got some nasty motherfuckers who are originally from here and other places, Caribs and stuff, and they just went over there and shit on the place. It's nasty, it's foul, they robbing and doing everything else because they were never given a chance. But if you go out, there is green and trees, it's beautiful as fuck, mountains with green. Stop looking at the desert. There's some beautiful fucking places over there. All right, I've been there. And all they show you is all this shit, you know, with goofy ass Oprah. And you see what happened to the school and what's happened with them women. They don't give a fuck about nothing. But you get these people that get educated in fake ass New France and fake ass New England and fake ass New America. And they learn all this bullshit to be better slaves and then to be put over you, the youngest motherfuckers. You don't have no clue, and they haven't accomplished shit. Oh, we had a couple of UFC fighters, not knowing that part of his bloodline probably comes from here, the Caribs, Cuba, Easter Island, that they shouldn't call it Easter Island, all right? And these motherfuckers don't know shit because they don't know how to listen and learn. They over there talking with that accent like they're talking something great, over there arguing with Muslims, and Muslims riding with new Hebrews who just come to find out only because of what the fuck we've done here. The world, them niggas wouldn't know they was Hebrews if it wasn't for here. We got a brother coming out of Texas that goes over to Europe, and he be squashing them niggas and teaching them real history. And they can't even handle that. Like, stop fighting one another and being stupid because of some dumb pale skins or some half-breed motherfuckers or a machine that can't even think. Like, wake the fuck up. George Orwellian factor is real. They allowed motherfuckers to share it. He's not the only one that said this. I told y'all, listen to Manny P. Hall. I asked you to go and study George Carlin and all these other professors who are telling the goddamn truth now. Even Bonacci, but you have a hard time doing it because your ignorance is more supreme than your intelligence. Mm-hmm. I mean, y'all can go and watch Electric Mysteries. I think that's Santos Bonacci's channel. It used to be his name, and you know, they went there and tried to silence him. He won his court thing, beating them back with their fake-ass maritime laws and bullshit. But check out Santos Bonacci. Check out the sister, the big, tall sister, even the one that does medicine, who tells you who the original melanated people is. A lot of them use the term black because y'all fluent in that ignorance. And he himself is not dark skin, I mean light skin white. I mean he's how do you say, like, he's not opaque. He's beige. Those are colors, people. Those are melanin. Less and more melanin is still melanin. I know a lot of you have a hard time with this. because of how you've been grafted into the new world dynamics of the 1809 to 1819, and then what was done from there up into the 1830s and how it was pushed forward. I know it's hard for y'all to grasp that, but if you think the vision is the answer because you think you're better off, no. The new generation, what I heard from a friend of mine who was ODA, ex-Green Beret, contractor, he says a lot of these new motherfuckers, they got this thing in them that these motherfuckers, if they start talking as strong and as fast and everything they may be, if they start remembering or even questioning things, these motherfuckers can shut these people off. They can turn them off permanently. Like, who the fuck wants that in them? So you think you're going to live long and you want to betray yourself and these motherfuckers can shut you off? That means you're not free, you're not alive, you are a living thing. You're dead. And when he was telling me that, he was proving it by showing me shit. And I was like, bro, you better get rid of that shit. Not on no phone. He actually had physical pictures. He knew he was smart enough. He says, look at this shit. And we're talking about before AI shit. Some of these new motherfuckers are just nothing but walking stiffs. He says, look, there were things that, he said, when we had these people come at us, one time when we was out there battling in Kosovo or whatever the fuck, he said, these motherfuckers came down. He says, if it wasn't for them being highly trained, because they were getting ready to kill these motherfuckers went over there and did some head nods, and they were all masked up. Goddamn kind of looked the same height in all American uniforms, M4s, coming off of these fucking vehicles that came out of nowhere. And he was like, well, they was getting ready to light these motherfuckers up. And these people were moving on them in this tactical position, like there was no crossfire, they weren't going to hit each other, almost like a triangle. And they would have killed all of them, but because they knew how to set up and bound, there was no crossfire with them, and so they did head nods. They didn't know who the fuck they was, but they were well fucking trained, no emotionless. Like, we're gonna kill you, ain't no tomorrow. Like, and when this happened, these motherfuckers, man, they was like, they conversed a little bit. It's like, let's get the fuck up out of here. He did another year and got the fuck up out of there because he said he didn't want to be nobody. He didn't know about any other team because he don't know how many people may have died at the hands of these fucking things of people. Y'all keep living in your little fictional world. Regardless of my good associates, before they were nosy and recording every goddamn thing, I was able to make these connections and meet these people because of what I knew. Now, just because I'm putting it out here don't mean that I would go out here and meet a motherfucker now. He probably wouldn't live another week. All right? We're not the same. And it only came because they entrusted me. They didn't trust me. They entrusted me with the information because of what I discussed. And I told them, don't trust me. I said, because if I don't like your ass, all right, for those who are into that liking shit, I don't even know what the fuck that means. But if I ain't like your motherfucking ass, all right? So go and look him up. Now, there's other places you can look. You can go to the Library of Congress and you can pull up the actual writings of Benjamin Franklin, but you can also pull up very questionable portraits. Now, Library of Congress, regardless of it having a plethora of information, the whitewashing was established based on the Smithsonian and everything else. Real history hit right in plain view. And I know people have a hard time with it, especially people who call themselves patriots. If you was a real patriot, you do through due diligence and find out the truth of history, and you would still be a true patriot. And that's only based on the fucking movement of 1976, the spirit of 76 and 77. But if they've learned the truth, will their patriotism go away? Well, if you live on the land and you care about everything that is based on the Constitution, all right, and the truth of the Bill of Rights, then you'll maintain that same outlook. But some people lose hope because their whiteness goes away. But you never had whiteness. What the fuck is that? What is pure about people who always antagonize and fighting and arguing with one another? Read the fucking article. They got that dumb bastard up top. We're going to try and hide that motherfucker's picture. Go and pull up the whole. I didn't even read everything. Go and pull up the article, and it's got other sources and references to go to it and learn. And regardless of the fake ass picture they got up there, go and learn for your goddamn selves. The information is all there. And why do people keep misquoting shit? Because they regurgitate what other fucking people say. I always say to you, here's a source, here's a reference, find out, order the book, read it for yourself. I buy books, I present the information because I know what books to look for. Most of you would think that you could probably have a chance as guests. There are books that are hidden from the majority of you. You won't even know what the fuck to look at. You won't even know how to cross-reference to look for a book. You don't even know how to put in keywords to find a certain book. Because it's not what you do. It's like practice. It's like a business. It's like anything else. You attain this through years and years and years. It just doesn't happen overnight. Like, oh, hey, look at here, I got this book, and well, I'm going to see what else I can put in if I put a keyword of this in. And it might not be the keyword. It might be something within the information itself that'll point it in another direction to find something to cross-reference it. With more shit you could cross-reference it. Sometimes you cross-reference 12 to 25 fucking books before you get somewhere. And you should have learned that when you were in college. For any of you who are doing MLA, MPA, you know, writing your what you call it, dissertations and everything. For whatever it is, profession or your internship. You know what I'm saying? And most people who did that, if you paid attention to the Chinese and Hindus who got degrees, it was bought and paid for. Anybody can open their mouth and argue a case in point, right? Case in point. Well, where's the truth? Where's the source of information? Where's the reference? A lot of people are very intelligent. I think all people are intelligent. I just think you don't know how to use it. You know what I mean? Lord, what's going on, beloved? Where's Wolf? What's going on, beloved? What up? When is she? It's good to see you, Lord. It's been a minute, beloved. Carrie, what's going on, mama? How you doing? How you feeling today? Good, Warren. I'm glad you're feeling great, bro. Roy, what's going on? What's going on, beloved? What's happening? What's happening? But y'all knocking them monkeys out the box. They don't even know what to do. The bot don't even know what to do. It's just... These motherfuckers getting hot left and right, and they don't even want to learn nothing. They don't even want to sit there and just learn. Like, shut the fuck up like the other ones and sit here and learn. But you know why? Because emotions and feelings does not belong to man and woman. That's a lie. You are not an emotional and feeling people or individuals. Trust me when I tell this. Y'all, fuck logic. Y'all are intelligent, sentient beings. You have been brought to a lower fucking stature. You have the power to move above that, but man, these motherfuckers got y'all locked in, man. You see, it looks like I'm smiling, right? This is what would be considered a real feeling, called excitement. Do you see what I'm saying? Excitement is expressed by what? You think emotion, right? A real feeling has nothing to do with any of that. This is adrenaline. This is DMT dumping. Raising. That dump soon. That's why I'm tired. Y'all think without knowing. So that means you're not really thinking. You're going through the Rolodex because you can't tap into the information. You can only acquiesce what you think is a functioning skill as to what's basic to you. I am attempting to get you to walk out of that zone of comfort, which is a lie, and realize. Any of you ever have that feeling where all your hairs stand up and all that? Any of you ever attempt to embrace it and feel it for as long as you can? Do you know that is focus and direction? Do you know that is a heightened awareness and is one of the best and greatest feelings in the world? No, with you'll run and flee it because you weren't nurtured in allowing it to exist. Do you know the animals, whenever I allow it to come up, they come around me like, what the fuck? Some of them think it's a challenge. And I'd be like, oh, shit, yeah, because I increase it. Do you know what it's like to increase it? It almost feels like you got to take a shot. But it's not that. It's not like a drug, y'all. It's natural. And then when you feel it, it's like, oh, that's the real feeling. You want it to be more. It's like I want to fucking blow up, but it's not what it is. It's focused fucking energy, man. God damn it, I feel like I should be working for Slim Jim, but next to old dead-ass Jimmy Stupefied Snicker. Oh, man, I'm rubbing to a Slim Jim. You know, but you can feel it all the time. I actually... For those I'm saying feeling, it's more than that. It's deeper than that. All right? When it goes away, I feel tired. So that's why I've been conditioning myself to feel it for an hour, 2 hours. I walk around heightened with this thing pursing in me, like, what the fuck? And I've been training it, and I allow it to come back. So whenever y'all get scared of shit, that's when y'all feel it. That ain't nothing. That means you're not enticing and allowing it to grow in you. Me, I don't scare at all. Y'all don't have a fucking idea about what you're capable of. Okay? You don't have to believe shit. I want you to know. Find out for yourself. Okay? Can't give everything. All right? But I can give you some. Okay? And that's all I got to say. Okay? So, Captain Tazaradak, whatever the fuck, however they pronounce that fucking name. All right? No disrespect, but you just don't know shit. You're walking around here a billboard for hypocrisy. And those are people who have watched over the last 25 to 30 years, and they're conflicted. Some of them have real emotions that say, wait a minute. Then you have those, because he's a very eloquent, smooth. Look, in Jersey, motherfuckers know how to talk. New York, too. Besides all the rah shit. They waste their time in a world where there's more information pertinent to real things. Now, I'm not being dismissive of where you may be at. If you want to call yourself a Hebrew Israelite, everyone has choices. If you don't want to further go your academia, your study, what you call academia, studies, in this world of college, of knowledge, then hey man, it's up to you. If you're satisfied with where you're at, then sit right there. But when I express to you that you can fucking do some shit, alright? There are times when I'm punching like trees and shit, and my knuckles hurt. Then I go, wait. And then it goes away, and then I punch the shit out of it. And there's no swelling, there's no nothing, and I'm sitting there going, how did that come in? Because I let the lower me come into a position even a little higher than what it's supposed to. And that's a minuscule point that's pointing to me of slothfulness. Oh, I still get it. I'm walking around in this meat suit like you guys. Right? Don't get it fucked up. There's a lot of stuff that everyone has to learn, but you got to learn for yourself. Okay? You have to learn for yourself. What was that? Let me see it. Hey, Joe. What's cracking, bro? Oh, yeah, we know that box. It's all good. Y'all see the last two videos, the kind of short, not but videos I uploaded, pointing out the hypocrisy of these motherfuckers, these little goofy-ass 20-year-olds behind, and maybe 30, retarded, purple, blue, gray hair, green hair motherfuckers behind YouTube. And these foreigners who can't make heads or tail, they don't even know what the fuck to say. You couldn't have me trolling. I fuck the world. Actually, I've trolled a few people. And you don't have to swear. Like the little goofy monkey-ass Hindu that comes and says nigga all the time. What was that? Salutations, great one. Zuri, what's going on? What's going on, beloved? What's happening? Instead of coming and being and showing a little patience and going, hey, and being one of the beloved ones, you know what I'm saying? Part of the tribe, which is a nation. All right? It really is. We still got land. If you want to come build, move your shed. All of us work together to build up in a week where it's a small home. Everybody cook and grow together. Learn how to mend things and create new patterns of clothes with natural things. To bring sheep, learn how to shear. We can use those scissors, right? But brass and copper ones would be best, which we can smelt, make ourselves with clay here. But this stuff is you're capable of all this stuff, regardless of what's going on around here. I know it's hard for any of you to contemplate and even to bring this into like, look, they had a motherfucker in England get locked up for 2 words on Facebook. What the fuck? I'm not against, look, I know my brothers and sisters who are very well aware. I'm not against government, police, anything. If that shit is required and you got good guys, because I know too many who are doing the right fucking job. But then you got these fucktards who are brought into the lower dispensaries of things, who are out here making the rest of them look bad. And y'all need to know that, no, you need to point them motherfuckers out, because there's a great number of people who actually believe in something. I have to say it, and I say something because they are aware of a better. They just have to believe until they know. And so they function accordingly. I'm not against them. I can never be against them. It's about balance. They have to find out. Everybody has a choice. And they're coming through. I mean, you got this one police officer, ex-police officer, man. He be going in, and the way he communicates it all and everything is magnificent. You have our brother, and who's really in the 2A. He wears it. I have the Spirit of 1777 shirt and all that shit. Guns and gadgets. You got ex-police. He's locked up police. You got good guys out here, all right? Who can be so much more. And it's not about black and white. That's the system, the education system, which that's the reason why I explained that to you. So you can further research it and further find out. There's a world out here that individuals have been nurtured and raised and reared to be hateful, spiteful, secretive, and ordained as such. That's their own destruction. And I think y'all think of destruction in the now. I'm not talking about that kind. I'm talking, man, listen here, it's beyond that. I don't even see how they have babies. And I ain't talking about these people out here who are actually paid, and there's millions of them, who are paid to make babies and give them away at these hospitals. They have certain places and doctors in these fucking hospitals where these people bring these babies in, you know nothing about, and they take them away and grow them up for a little while, and they torment them and do all the shit they do. Experiments, all kind of shit. Now, what is this based upon? This is based on real history. Motherfuckers who have been walking in and talking about it, put it out a couple of times, and they've disappeared or whatever the fuck. But there's a reality to this shit. Now, I'm not here for that. I don't give a fuck about that. That's the world they live in. That's what the fuck they're doing. All right? They'll learn soon enough. I'm just pointing those things out. The most important is about who you are, what you're capable of, and that's what you should be focusing on. Because some of you are going to be able to increase shit beyond your comprehension. You're going to be able to move things. You're going to feel these things, and you don't ignore them. You take them shits and you run with it. You allow it to change your DNA. Because, see, the enemy is changing your DNA with chemicals and everything, and because here you don't know no better, you can't counter it. So what do? You succumb to it. I mean, come on, think about a world where they go, the doctor's here to take care of you, to fix you up. He's going to give you medication that can make you feel better. Or is it the doctor's there to keep you okay, so you keep coming back, so he can keep you half okay, and the medication they give you just keeps you where it keeps making you sick to keep coming back. It's like the mechanic that when you go and get an oil change and everything else was fine, and 2 weeks later, all of a sudden you got a hole somewhere that was a pinhole. You wonder how I got there, but the holes, this individual don't know that the holes you just bought the other week. Oh, wait a minute. Now the transmission fluid has something going wrong with it. What the fuck is this? Now all of a sudden you need new disc and new brakes. You know, the whole caliber. Now you need a motherfucking your universal joint or your drive shaft up by your motherfucking. You gotta have that changed. When the fuck did this go wrong? Hell, the car is only 1 year old. But the motherfuckers there, I mean, not refurbished, but the brand new shit that you bought and had put in by top ace motherfucking, you know, what you call it, mechanics. Now this motherfucker had this little dirt hole that's always having these problems. The motherfucker's too stupid to do the proper job to make sure that you go away, and you can tell other people so he always has business, keeps you coming back because he's greedy and stupid. You get what I'm saying? So now the doctor's giving you petroleum-based medicine that ain't fixing the healing shit. And here you come back and you got organ donor on your fucking ID, and next thing you know, the family's going, oh my goodness, look at this, when this grafty, nasty, fucktard doctor who's no fucking good, making damn near $1.6 million fucking dollars a year, maybe more. I mean, come on, people. All right? Come on, people. Come on, it's not complicated. Yeah, you sure are cracked out. And stay away from them blues and the meth. The only blue thing about Arizona is the pills that these motherfuckers are doing in Phoenix. And the meth heads who want to make a paycheck because they got to get high. Are you over here next to me, you little fuck monk? Yeah, can we get your workout routine? Obviously you're new here. You never went walking. You never went running or anything. I don't have a workout routine. None whatsoever. Obviously, he wasn't listening. Exposing the system, yes, but no workout routine. I don't think things into existence. I speak them. And I'm not talking about speak like this. They call this speech. I can't say too much. Baby steps. Tusha, what is it you don't know about Hindu? There's some real ones, okay? And they keep secrets to themselves. And they don't share it with everybody over there. They're very clean too. They don't sit there blowing their nose over. They don't worry about germs because there's nobody spraying over their cities a bunch of chemicals and shit. Nobody spraying in their fields a bunch of chemicals. I mean, look at this fucktard, fake ass Bill Gates monkey, right? Who wants to make butter out of CO fucking 2 out of the air? That means no fat. That means your cholesterol goes down. That means your brain don't function well, like some of these motherfuckers and some of this machine that keeps attempting to figure out something. All right? You need cholesterol. You need salts, motherfuckers. You need motherfucking that shit with all the damage that's been done. And you got to be careful because you need more fruits than you do greens. But greens are important, especially for the very carbonated, dark, melanated individuals. Greens are specific. Now, you don't have to live by them, motherfuckers. But they're beneficial. Okay? If you know what I'm saying. Someone's handle is flying monkey. Yeah. Yeah, magic mushrooms, man. Some people do too many. Anyway, I just wanted to share that. I'm going to take a little rest, come back, we're going to get our regular read on. I want y'all to look at that, man. I didn't watch the whole thing because I don't watch that show. They got millions of followers. He does comedy and shit. I guess they're in, I don't know, they're in California, they're in Georgia, or whatever the fuck. I think Homeboy is originally from Texas. So much respect to him. But there's so much more to be learned. And so many people have not taken the time to listen to people who actually may know something. Who may actually know something. They listen to the people based on their feelings and emotions of what's going on, and they can't separate themselves from it. You have people that get upset, and they want to argue, they want to scream, they want to holler, and that's not what it's about. You have a lot of little boys who run around acting like little girls, and little girls act better than the little boys. You saw the one bot with the, why are you shouting? Everybody thinks they're in control of shit. For a man is to be loud, and a woman is to be loud and sing. I can't explain certain things that may be considered secrets. Because you're not ready. You've been entrapped and misguided by them with spells cast upon you in songs. And those very people are intelligent enough to tell you secrets, riddles in the songs that most of you can't even make out because you won't go back to the 1950s and the 60s. And you won't take those songs and you won't sit there and you won't break them down and actually see what they're saying to you. I can't do nothing about that. Those people who've been murdered, flying in planes, all for the, look, let me tell you something, the fake Jews, man, it was about the dollar, the party, the lifestyle. They wanted the women. They killed the men. Look at Redden. I mean, look at, there's so many of them. And then when those started speaking out before they could say anything, they killed them. Y'all better pay attention. Well, they killed the dream. They killed who they were and what they may have become. I hate the word kill. They only slowed down something for a moment. Okay? That's it. There's no more slowing down the shit, y'all. And they can go out and kill fucking half. There ain't no more slowing down a goddamn thing. Okay? Someone's handle is flying. Yeah, that's some retarded ass shit. Well, you know what that is. That's one of the cowards. Anyway, let me get off of here. I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen. Look at the information of Benjamin Franklin's. Cross-reference the things. pay attention to the fake ass timeline. You'll see things that contradict themselves. And then when you see that, take those things and put them side by side. Read the motherfuckers and say, wait a minute, something ain't right here. And that's what's happening. They'll be like, something ain't right. And then look at all the Benjamin Franklins in the fucking world. Benjamins and then Franklins. Because when you start going back, and you start paying attention to the names, especially when you go to Europe, like King, what was his great-great-great-grandpa? The name was alludes to being black. Well, not bleak, light, Germanic, the old Proto-Germanic. We're talking about in the narrative of the books how they couldn't hide shit. All right? That lets you know that King James was a Negro, or whatever the fuck, you know, what you want to call him. All right? Melanated. And then reading that alone specifically tells you about all the lands. And if you have a hard time because all you can get to is the Peary's map, you can't get beyond that, and Agatha, ain't nothing I can do for you. That means that you're too lazy. You really don't want to do research. You want to do this. No, that's not going to get you nowhere. Okay? All right? So anyway, you got the Cash App. I'm still not looking because I know people get lazy. The weekend's gone. Well, if you can't keep a hold of $1 in your pocket, something's wrong with you. Somebody was like came to me earlier, wanting to borrow $20. I was like, for what? Now, I usually don't ask that. But I mean, motherfucker, you just got paid. What the fuck did you do? You know, went out. Okay, there you go. Here's your answer. And I'm like, well, you ain't got 20? I said, bitch, you came to borrow 20. All right? You went out and partied your shit away. I'm not here to pick you the fuck up. And you're in a different time, motherfucker. It's called responsibility. You had choices. So, you know me. I was like, I don't know. I said, do I pull out? Do I start counting the motherfucking greens in there? Do I mean, a couple of hundreds and a 5 and a couple of ones? What do I do? No, motherfucker. Hey, don't you get... Nah, you want to read the pockets. This shit is worthless, but you make it more worthless because you don't know how to be responsible about it. Me, I'll spend shit how I want to spend it. Ain't no bank, ain't nobody, ain't nothing going to tell me how to do any goddamn thing. See, the problem is y'all, they control y'all. If that wasn't the case, y'all be donating like a motherfucker. I would hate to be a motherfucker that got hemmed up and they said, well, we're getting a witch card together so we can help our brother Red out, who got hemmed up by some shit. You individuals would probably be the worst people to go to. And here I am, I would put myself in the character of better than most people who are getting help, who are out there harming people, and motherfuckers raised $500,000 to $2 million. Look how much money they raised for this bitch Kamala, who's dumb as fuck. You can't make this up. And here I am, I buy books that I match with you. I bring with you. I match more than all y'all, and y'all still have a hard time. You can't make this shit up, man. Where's your real strength and power at, ladies and gentlemen? I don't know. I can only express what I know, right? About how it's supposed to work. I can't make you do shit. You have choices. So, there you go. I've got some more information to share about other individuals. Hamilton and the slave narrative bullshit. The reality. I told you about my family. And I can tell you about my other side, another part of my family on my mom's pop's side. My mom's father's side, right? My grandpa, right? Tell you about that side of a certain families outside of the Lees when we get into other family names. That goes real far. When it goes into the rights, it goes into the rights. It's just a whole bunch of them. The McDonald's, the McDougal's. No, for real, y'all. And how they actually protected many people from the punch bowl who were nothing but fighters. Okay? Who had laid down their arms because their families were being murdered. Most of the people would have never stopped fighting, but when they started targeting children and women who were not fighting, because our women could pick up and fight as long and as hard as the men. I mean it. 1380. Motherfuckers would kill everything up. But when they started targeting the children, the men laid down their weapons. If they would have kept them and fighting, we would have eradicated all these motherfuckers. Some of the Clintons, when they laid them down, I got some stories to share with you. Real ones. Not this made up bullshit. I'd meet any one of these motherfuckers and tear right through their ass. And I would enjoy it, and then I would probably put them on the fucking Barbie. Told you I'm different. Still on my good side. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm here to make super babies, and then I'll fuck some shit up and get in my fucking way. And I'm serious. I am so fucking serious. Y'all have no idea the world you're in. Hey, S.J. Park, why don't you come and visit me? I'm in Page, Arizona. For real. I'd even fly you out here. Why don't you come and visit me? Why don't you? Ask a few of the people in here who actually know me. Why don't you come and visit me, motherfucker? Maybe you one of them real trained up motherfuckers. Why don't you come out here and visit me? Huh? Cut through all the fucking chatter. No words have to be exposed. Huh? Maybe you one of them. One of my old keepsakes. Huh? Please. Y'all watch all the fucking time with purpose to do diligent. You better stay in your fucking lane. Your mama. McDonald? You serious? Nah, you just bullshitting. Because that's on my pawpaw's side of the family, man. McDonald and McDonough, which is one and the same. It's Scottish. Where's my boy DJ at? Is he in here? Yeah. Gary B. Were you prior service member? Yeah. Yeah, I served this game. Yeah, I served the corporation. The military industrial complex I did. Looking at Navi, what's up? Benjamin, looking at Theosophy of Joseph. Yo, Navi be like, yo, y'all really need to pay attention to that goddamn page. Especially you sisters, y'all need to go over there. Navi's going to direct y'all and give y'all some more functioning skills as far as information and resources. Me, I'm a collusionist. I'm a collusionist. I'm going to keep telling you about the lotus plant and the fact that it's the cone and you need to, y'all need to, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to give you things that, if you ask me a question, because no question, I think, with the word believe, here we go with that shit. I think in my Rolodex that there's no wrong question, and all information isn't bad information. It's just where it came from, what does it allude to, and sometimes, or there are times when you really, really have to look at the source of it. And my thing is, I'm able to see things because of, like I said, my travels and some other stuff. Just like when the guy asked me, hey man, I want you to look at this red, because he thinks that I'm harboring going hell crazy on Hebrew Israelites. No, they're just not circumventing and checking the truth. You have people who do that. Navi does that. You have a bunch of people. Kiramio does it. People go out and find the truth. Ganja, Delusions of Humanity, he does it. You have an original lone wolf. He'll guide you and show you stuff that's practical, that he puts in, not just in practice, but the principles of it. You have a bunch of individuals, man, all right, who will listen. How do you think we found each other? West Side, same thing. Big Mike. You know what I'm saying? Mac Mean. People who have been locked up and they see the opposite side, but they're not outside the game. I mean, they're not outside playing the game if you want to come with the bullshit. All right? There's a lot of folks out here who are about difference, not indifference. I have no problem with religious people. Like, I know some Muslims, man, who see me and be like, yo, man, you had me cracking up on that live. You know, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm like, yeah, bro, I hope it wasn't offensive. No, man, because I know what you're doing. See, there are those who know. But they also know, they won't say anything. They ain't like they're gonna sit there and want to put their hands up either. See, that's where y'all make the mistake. I'm not some internet tough fucking guy. I'm not fucking Charleston White. And Charleston White will fuck you up. Right? Don't get it twisted. Charleston White, one of them motherfuckers who will, one of them old skinny ass country boys. I remember growing up down and between up north and down south. You be sitting there thinking that's a little skinny 106 pound motherfucker knock you out and cut you up. All right? Now, I remember my grandma shooting people in the ass, trying to steal her bazaars and shit when that gay shit was happening. All right, so don't get it fucked up. I'm one of them motherfuckers. If I invite you, motherfuckers, this is real. All right? No, it's not a game. Because I get hungry too. And I like when I'm feeling something different and new. I'm like, oh, and now what I gotta do, I gotta find somebody who's studying Brazilian. Hey man, I wanna wrestle a little bit. I wanna try something. All right, go all out, bro. Y'all don't even see that. And sometimes you go, well, damn, he's got bad back surgery, fucked up knees and all that. Yeah, and what? Different fuck. I told you I'm different. But yeah, Navi, straight up hits. So I told you we're all related. All of us. Doesn't matter. The beautiful thing is finding out where we're related at, because sometimes it might be from another landmass. See, when they say Hashem was on all four corners, remember this. So was Aaron, Ham, and Yafet. That fucktard. All right? On all four corners. But who played what and who played who? And then what about the things that we kept at distance? See, y'all keep forgetting. We're brothers and sisters. Who are the motherfuckers that aren't part of the four families? And what family did they entice to fuck over the others with some fake reward? See, this is where y'all don't have no fucking clue. Y'all have no fucking idea. And a lot of y'all aren't really ready to eat either. So relax until you're ready to eat. Alright? Kill me, what's going on? What? What's happening, beloved? Ancient soul, what's going on? What's going on, beloved? What's happening? And that's how I feel about everybody, man. I you know, as long as they're real. Even the ones that have feel disdain and shit. Yeah, I was supposed to go over today. I got to go tomorrow. It wasn't today. I got to go tomorrow to take care of this goddamn, you know, passport shit. So I still got to be, in order to use the shit the way it's set up, I still got to do those things. The only thing is all that ID shit. I mean, it's one thing that they stepped on that Chevron deference shit. Y'all know that was based out of racism. I don't care what any of y'all think. It was in order to keep something going, because they're getting ready to destroy everything as far as what y'all think. And I'm not giving it. There are things I'm giving energy, because I told you if it was me, I'd have destroyed every motherfucking thing you see. But I still have to perform. I still have to use those things. Now you can get a non-conforming ID. Still going to pay the same shit, and a lot of you have no idea about it. Research it. All right, you don't have to be part of this system. And anybody running around in a costume, because most of them don't know law anyway, you have to explain it to them. Y'all gonna learn this stuff, man. All right? But me, I don't mind having a damn driver's license and shit and all that goofy shit. Don't need it. Definitely don't need it now. Don't need insurance and none of that shit. But you're still in a world with dumb motherfuckers. People get drunk. You still have all these things performing, even though the insurance companies got greedy as fuck, because they're just paying themselves more. They don't know what the fuck to do with it. And they can change. They can make a choice to lower the shit. I mean, you can go and get that GT shit, or you can move to a reservation and marry somebody and get, you know, $20 to $30 insurance or whatever I mean, it's on you. You can go and learn more and more about IDs. There's individuals who really walk that world. Or you can get with those who've made millions, and they think that because they have this information based on law, not knowing that it's the fiat that is allowing them certain privileges, it's like fake crayon colors of existence. Sometimes the information you get won't apply to you, because they'll be like, oh, this motherfucking credit score, to which is illegal as well. You know, are you aware that Experian, fiat, all that shit is illegal? Are y'all aware of that? No, of course not, because you've been nurtured into the lie. The Federal Reserve is bullshit. It's the biggest Jewish Ponzi scheme in the world. But because y'all are still willing to give these motherfuckers insacred pieces of beast-ass motherfuckers that little bit of energy, yeah, that's why you're where you're at. Okay, that's why you where the fuck you at. Okay, until you choose better, you have choices. Until you choose better, you're gonna be right where the fuck you at. All right. And no, I don't take steroids or TRT. I gave y'all little motherfucking faggot niggas, the little young ones come over here biting. I says, go get your 68 ounces of motherfucking real whole milk without that RTSVB shit and all that hormonic shit that people actually still have cows. All right, you can get that shit. All right, and take you 2 fucking cloves. You know what cloves is? You stick it in ham most of the time, motherfuckers. And ham is good for you too. You're wearing that? That was a lie. Because it was making motherfuckers strong back in the 40s and 50s. That's why they said, oh, here come the religion and Master Farad, don't eat it. Chicken is the worst thing for you to eat, but everybody's eating it thinking they're getting big, but it's your testosterone that all of a sudden went in the drink, but nobody paid attention to it. Dumbasses. But take the clove, you grind the clove down. All animals are unclean, motherfuckers, especially these hybridized animals, because isn't it funny? Animals that aren't indigenous or native to the land is what everybody's fucking eating. You grind them down, put that fucking shit in there, even with the fucking, if you got a mortar, your thing has got dirt rocks. It's all right, motherfucking silica. Put it in the milk, stir it around, drink it. 1 to 2 weeks, your testosterone levels will be going back up. Okay? And do the best you can to get your sleep, motherfuckers. I'm going to get this 45-hour nap, motherfuckers. So I'm going to see y'all here in a few hours, okay? Don't worry, it won't be all the cursing and shit. I just like to see motherfuckers. See, when I talk that way, the bots start releasing and coming. It's just views. Warren Jefferson, what's up, beloved? Baby girl Slaughter, what's happening? What about Cleveland? What about it? Going plan agenda 21 by 2030. Yeah, hey, True Seeker, did you look at that 2030 thing? That's crazy. I was looking at this shit like, I actually read the whole thing. Well, that's obvious, right? Right now I'm reading the 2025 shit. It's throughout 900. Listen to here. I'm halfway through the motherfucker. So I don't even want to speak on the motherfucker. I'm aware that Trump didn't write the motherfucker, that's for sure. But anyway, I'm still reading it because the shit is... It's crazy when you look at what these motherfuckers, how they think. It's like, and these motherfuckers are over, y'all. Not all of you, but there's some who are dumber than fucking rocks, and y'all smarter than these motherfuckers. You can't make this shit up. And I bet none of you will read this shit. This is what I do. I've always done it. All right? By the way, I don't know, you know, you come in here, and instead of sitting still and learning, you want to type something in dumb. Hey, Warren, I got you, beloved. You already know. I'm reading 2025 also. That's well, you're a reader like me, so for sure. You know what I'm saying? Big Mountain Man. That sounds like some dumbass fucking faggot fed, bro. FBI motherfucker. And I know some people in the FBI who are actually decent. But that sound like the broken ones. Don't ask no dumbass shit like that. I got a dick gun. How's that? And it skeets all the way to the fucking wall. Does that interest you? Oh yeah. I could 2-stroke that motherfucker and then it hit the fucking wall. I could be 6 feet to fucking 10 feet from that bitch and bow, and I'd be like, I gotta gather myself. Yeah, you can go. You are a fucking nigga. Go on with yourself, faggot. Yo, what's up? What was that one? I didn't see that one. Yo. Yeah, that was that was pretty. Thank you for blocking that dumb fuck. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that, beloved. Nothing. We're done. Ladies, brothers, see y'all here in a few hours. Get a good read on it. Stop being nosy.